Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this
People
just,
have been...
well,
It was hard to miss.
right? I've never seen... How are you gonna
I'm
do...
Irish.
Welcome to the return of Ding Dong. Hello! I'm your host, Bailey. And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion. This week, we have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon, a legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me!
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bailey walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom. But honestly, it's just making me sad. See, I miss Bailey. The real Bailey. My Bailey. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is. Do you remember, Bailey? Do you? You're a force of nature. You built damage control from nothing into one of the most dominant factions in WWE and kept them there for 2 years. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
Becky Lynch invited Bailey to the ring, and it seems Bailey accepted. I didn't think she would actually show. Look out! Kyrie saved from behind. This was a setup. Becky was distracted. Now Kyrie's laying in the punches. The referee's finally getting some control. It's about damn time. No, Kyrie's going back. Get up, Becky. Kyrie Sane wanted to get her hands on Becky Lynch. Now she has her chance. If Becky thought she could take any sense into that traitor Bailey, steel mill in Pittsburgh this summer. Pure naivety. Having faith in the people you care about isn't naive, Corey. It's hope. And they tie up with a collar and elbow. Moving on to the hold, and now able to lean into a heavy delicious. Kicks to the cranium of their opponent. That's going to fire you up with that. Clothesline. Forcefully delivered. That might take some of the fun out of Kyrie. Well scouted. Absolutely laid out. Becky Lynch just cut off Kyrie Sane's attack and sent it back to Mutiny with a lot of explaining to do. Well, it might have been Kyrie's hands, but that was Bayley's attack. Until these two former allies get their hands on each other, this war isn't going to stop.
Becky, Becky, Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention. Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I did build Damage Control from the ground up, and then they fell apart without me. Just like the horsewomen fell apart without me. It must drive you crazy that everything I touch turns to gold, while every professional relationship you've ever had falls to dust. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tunes since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend under the bus to get ahead. Unlike Kyrie Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky. But I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.
Are you sure about this, Becky? Seems risky.
Come on. Last time I checked, we're wrestlers. The only way to pull Bayley out of whatever poison daydream Punk sold her on is to face her in the ring.
which is a great strategy.
You don't know her.
Say,
After you blew up,
I want
look, I appreciate the offer.
Becky to win the best.
I'm not scared of being it.
The Bayley buddies are back, but that's Becky Lynch.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, oh man, Becky Lynch!
There's only one reason Becky's cosplaying with Bayley's old entrance, and that's to get Bayley so angry she makes a mistake. Or several. Maybe so, Corey, but it could also be a way to remind Bayley of who she used to be. Mind games aside, now it's time to see who's ready to fight. Wait a minute, that's Bayley dressed like Becky the night she debuted.
And her opponent from San Jose, California, Bayley!
I don't like mutiny, but I have to admit, Bayley might be a better dancer than Becky was. I don't know about that, but you have to think this is going to get under Becky's skin. Bayley stole Becky's entrance and now CM Punk's top. The mind games are over, the jokes have ended. These former best friends are going to settle years of animosity. Bayley captured that with mutiny from the very beginning, but Becky thinks she can turn her back to the light. If Becky Lynch really thinks she can beat some sense into Bayley after everything we've seen, she's going to need the luck of the Irish. And into the collar and elbow. Making a statement with that shot. Very completely disrupt the momentum and buy yourself some time. Suplex attempt. Able to go behind though. Into the top rope. What a display with counters on both sides. There's a crucifix. Nicely done. Becky just knocking him out. Suicide dive. Took a massive risk, but it might have paid off. Devastating elbow. She's getting this for the ring. No run loss between Lynch and her opponent. You can feel the passion and desire of NXT. Look at the top names in sports entertainment. Many of them stepped through NXT's ropes at one point. That's not a coincidence. Slam, Michinoku driver. Single drop kick connects. Once again, she's put on the back foot. No denying Becky's desire inside of a fight. Sent hard into the corner. Both superstars countering one move after another. It's on now. person. Oh, this trap, but she gets away. To the metal, full speed ahead. Here she comes. Manages to nurse it. Look at Becky. Is it enough to put Bayley away? She kicks it. And we knew Bayley was stubborn, but you got to admit she showed her toughness with that kick out. And with that kick, Becky in full control here. Becky has opened up an opportunity. Defeated their second in command. Is tonight the end of this rivalry or a new beginning?
Come on! Come on, Bailey, shake my hand. Come on! This isn't who you are. Please,
She's
Bailey.
going to do it. Bailey's coming home.
Never! Never!
Damage control. What the heck? I knew Bailey was too far gone. Thought I would see those women standing together as a unit again.
You see, Becky? This is what the horsewomen never had. Loyalty. How many times have we all stabbed each other in the back? Again and again and again and again until 4 became 3. You were right about one thing. Mending fences. And so I did. With my real sisters. You might have beaten me in a match, but you lost tonight. Because damage control is mutiny.
Damage control is mutiny, which means WWE is in serious trouble. I don't think Becky Lynch is worried about mutiny or WWE right now, Byron. She's thinking about the friends she just lost forever.
We worked as hard as we could to peel Bailey away from mutiny, but it really feels like we took a loss on this one.
I can see your point.
Come on. I know it doesn't feel great right now, but you did make a dent in their armor, Becky.
Don't get down on yourself, babe. You beat Bailey on Mutiny's home turf. That's sure to cause some internal drama.
I suppose so. But beating Bailey was never the point. I thought I could help her find her way back. There was this moment after the match when I thought I saw the old Bailey. But even that was just a mask while she waited for damage control.
I'm sorry. I feel like I pushed you into this, and now mutiny is stronger than ever.
First, that's crap. This was my own idea. You didn't push a thing. Second, this might not have been a total win for us, but it wasn't one for Bailey either.
I know we have the...
We have...
It could.
I don't know about anyone else, but I...
Agreed.
We missed out on them once.
Definitely.
Good. And let's...
So you're saying keep our mouths shut and let our fists do the talking?
I suppose I can do that.
Have you two come for a friendly chat, or is this some sort of an ambush?
Neither. Seth and I want a shot at those Unity titles, and you're going to make it happen.
Again? These titles are becoming an obsession for you two.
Doing everything we can to fight mutiny should be the obsession of every single member of WWE.
Understood. But CM Punk is not about to hand out title shots, especially to a team from our side who already blew their chance.
We figured. What's it gonna take?
The word is that the only way for a team from our side to earn a shot at the Unity Championships is in a 4-way Tornado tag match. at NXT Mutiny. If you want those titles before Survivor Series, you'll have to run through their best teams.
Punk thinks he's gonna wear us down. Those titles are ours. We're going to finish what we started.
Okay. If you want me to make arrangements, I will. But you'll be walking into the lion's den.
Sounds like a place for us to make a proper statement.
Set it up.
It's the lone team representing WWE. Normally in a tornado match. in this do-or-die situation, high risk. Just defy the odds.
Did you see those social media posts?
That's
You
exactly.
think Punk's planning something? Now, he probably is. But I've been
We are not going to let him shake
Don't
up.
start doubting us.
Never. But we've all.
You think there was some...
Maybe. But they also don't know we're working together.
Good. Keep the...
It looks like the rumors are true. Mutiny is planning an attack.
Oh, but they didn't plan for this.
Tony D'Angelo surely expected to at least make it into the arena before the fighting started.
With a guy like this patrolling the arena, D'Angelo's lucky he made it into the building. So he's going to be lucky to make it out of the building, Saxton.
That got turned around on D'Angelo.
Everything in the parking lot can be used as a weapon. It's about the most unforgiving environment you can imagine. He dodges out of danger.
Still fighting back. Look at him go.
Escape that in a hurry.
I'd say they should be careful over there, but I think danger is what they have in mind.
They're out to cause real bodily harm. Jeez, D'Angelo is really leaking now.
What a counter by Tony. Ouch.
Kick hits the mark. The parking lot is a literal playground of pain. This is getting ugly very fast. He's able to avoid heavy contact.
Uh-oh.
Muscle up for the gory special. Oh, wait a second. Yikes. That right there is why you've got to keep your head on a swivel in a situation like this. I would prefer never being in a situation like this, Corey. This is not what parking lots were made for.
Not sure what he has planned now. Heads up the ladder.
Perched on top of the ambulance now. He's got something big in mind. Nothing good is up there. I'll just say it right now. Scared the ambulance, and now what does he have in mind?
DDT plants them.
Nothing but devastating damage can happen up there. Cooler heads need to prevail.
This is a situation.
Flattening the opposition. Launching from the top of that ambulance and landing with insane impact.
Hey guys, I've been here a long time, and I can't tell you how many superstars haven't been the same after a fight through the parking lot. Turning the tables.
Sending a message by closing those doors. Still knows there's plenty more business to take care of. And this is probably the one place you don't want to be.
Yeah, if there's one thing I learned watching wrestling, it's that nothing good happens in the parking lot.
Boom! Oh my gosh, what impact! Boom!
That's it. They're being manhandled by a bear. I knew they didn't like each other, but I didn't think they'd turn this into a parking lot brawl.
Andy turned it around.
Goodness! Counters into a brutal clubbing blow. Raw power. Hey, watch out! I haven't paid off that car!
I don't think they're worried about that right now.
Getting tossed.
Grabbing something out of their trunk. Oh, no! Double axe handle smash. And launched into the back of the ambulance. That's not where this superstar wants to be right now.
This is a hell of a struggle. Just trying to close one door.
Actually escaped from the ambulance.
Nice amateur takedown.
Cars, ambulances, all manners of weaponry. We might be looking at the point of no return here.
D'Angelo showing no fear, no intimidation.
Pulls their opponent in.
Belly to belly. And the parking lot continues to be the most dangerous place to settle your disputes.
Oh, look at this. A release belly to belly.
What's he preparing for?
Belly to belly suplex. Muscle up for the gory special. Oh, wait a second.
Face first. Nothing but cold, hard concrete underneath these competitors now.
Yeah, one nasty fall could be all it takes to change the complexion of this match. Dropping the elbow.
Tony tied that one. Caught with the boot.
dragged and mangled all the way to the back doors of the ambulance.
What a counter by Tony. Oh, man. All sorts of danger looming as this fight continues in the parking lot.
Tossed into the ambulance.
Trying to at least slam one door shut.
Just has to make sure to get the other door locked. Almost there! Almost there! Surviving the shutting door and escaping the ambulance.
Saxton, I hope your insurance is paid up.
A human body's wasn't an option on my policy. Caught with that sharp elbow. Messing up for the gory special. Oh, wait a second.
No official needed here, as it looks like they've settled. Here's the Unity title challengers.
I'm not sure if these two know what just happened backstage, but if so, that's got to give them an extra level of confidence, knowing Mutiny has already been thrown off their game.
Well, you don't want to get too overconfident, though, Saxton. They've still got a match.
Of course, the title is on the line in this one, guys.
And don't be surprised if history is made here tonight. I know the champ has looked good as of late, but I'd say the opposition has looked just as good, if not better.
The following contest is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles.
This match is about more than just the Unity titles. It's about gaining momentum heading into the biggest showdown for control of WWE.
Absolutely, Saxton. A win here could demoralize the opposition and give one of these teams a massive boost heading into Survivor Series.
Both teams know what's at stake and look to walk out of here with the Unity titles and so much more. He's able to counter that.
Well, Punk expected reinforcements, but the Unity champions are on their own tonight.
That's how you wear down your opponent. Just cranking the head. And here's the answer for King. You can't have no reflexes to answer for that. One step ahead there. Getting him right into the corner. Wicked clothesline. Takeman. Oh, yeah. Not waiting any longer to get in this.
Rollins with an homage to the game.
Incredible. Picture-perfect drop kick. There's the tag. Tag made, double team action now. Vicious.
They finish each other's sentences. They finish each other's moves. That's tag team excellence right there, gentlemen. A complete stalemate of reverses here. Neither one giving an inch. In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Good tag. Crashing down. If the champions want to keep their titles, they can't allow any more of these double teams. What's going to happen here? Double team action on the way.
Putting up a united front as this match continues.
She whips Bayley into the corner.
And a massive clothesline. Bayley is down. We've seen this before.
Massive splash.
And King can't do anything about it.
This will do it. 1, 2. Chad Patton is stop counting.
And he forgot what number comes next.
Looks like they're going to remind him.
Wait, Bayley with the roll. 1, 2.
Chad Patton knew how to count that time.
That was a fast count. What the heck is going on here?
Chad Patton is running away with Mutiny before anyone else can argue.
This is a new low. Mutiny has infiltrated the referees.
Are we really surprised at this point when it comes to what Mutiny will do?
Hold on, it looks like Lexis King got left behind.
Yeah, and he's just realizing that right now.
Doesn't look like Lexis King's going anywhere.
These 4 superstars on a team for Survivor Series. We may have lost this one, but now Lexis King is going to pay. And the other members of Mutiny are letting it happen.
No honor among thieves.
This could be a preview of Survivor Series.
This doesn't look good for King.
No, it does not.
And down onto the ringside floor.
What a chaotic SmackDown. A longtime WWE official has joined Mutiny.
But Team WWE answered with 4 unstoppable superstars. Survivor Series can't come soon enough.
A crooked referee? Ugh, just when we thought Punk couldn't stoop any lower.
I can't believe I didn't see it coming. I hate being a step behind him. At least we laid out Lexus.
Which means we get to show CM Punk what it's like to go toe-to-toe with us. Or should I say, fist to face.
I like the sound of that. In fact, if it's Punk we're facing, let's tell the GMs to make the match no DQ.
I like that.
Well, we've got one episode of SmackDown before Survivor Series. Let's go out to the ring and deliver a message to Mutiny that they can't ignore.
And even though the entire team will be out there, let's make sure Punk knows the message is coming from the two of us.
Then we should lean into our personalities, use what we do best.
Let's show Punk he's not the only one who can craft a clever scheme. Some mind games never hurt. At least, not the one who's playing them.
I like that. I mean, if we could push a wedge between Punk and KO or Bailey, that could really help us.
You remember all those interviews WWE posted after Damage Control broke up?
I do. And if someone was to get their hands on those and do some creative editing...
Mutiny will be too busy questioning each other to focus on us.
This is going to be fun.
And there they are, the team representing WWE at Survivor Series.
Looks like we're going to get some kind of audio-visual presentation.
Bailey has proven she's not a leader. Everything she touches turns to trash.
Bailey is not nearly as smart as she thinks she is.
The obvious person to blame for all the failures is Bailey.
Harsh words from Punk and KO about one of their trusted generals.
And right before Survivor Series? What a bombshell!
You have to believe Mutiny is paying close attention right now.
I assume everyone's laser focus as we head into Survivor Series.
Let's hear what Team WWE has to say.
You know, I've always wondered if the Mutiny minions know how the so-called voice of the voiceless talks about them behind their backs.
Well, they do now. Loyalty in Mutiny comes with an expiration date. Who knows what else they're saying off the record?
Members of Mutiny, if you feel betrayed, WWE will welcome you with open arms!
CM Punk has heard enough.
I don't know where you got that audio, but this whole scheme reeks of desperation. Mutiny isn't built on fragile egos or naive trust. Bailey knows I value her. We're stronger than your petty manipulations.
You seem rattled, Punk. Is it because while you're plotting and planning, your faithful followers are plotting their exits? They're not loyalists. They're opportunists, just like you.
And after Survivor Series, you'll find yourself a leader without an army, without a follower, without a friend.
So, Mutiny isn't loyal? They're gonna leave me all alone? Let's test that theory. 4 of my so-called minions are in your arena right now. As usual, you think you're playing chess, but really, it's just tic-tac-toe. Predictable and easily countered.
Mutiny is here to go tic-tac-toe with Team WWE.
this break. Tensions are at an all-time high here with Survivor Series on the horizon. And this impromptu 8-man tag looks to be the final statement.
Team WWE needs to make this count. This is their chance to send a strong message to Mutiny and everyone else watching.
It's not about messages, Saxon. This is about momentum. No one wants to go into Survivor Series looking at moves.
And avoids taking any damage.
He should consider tagging out. If he can take a break now, it could pay off big. He's looking for some sort of respite, unable to get out of the ring. He doesn't want to be hung up in the bottom rope like that. That's mounted with punches. And a gut, too. And Trick's having trouble managing his onset. Williams having trouble getting his bearings. Look out! My goodness, I think I heard something break on that crash landing. Yeah, right off the apron. Shaper kick. There's more. Corkscrew splash. It takes a certain level of athleticism to pull that off. Ooh, brutal body shot. Williams gets counted. We can see a count there. Williams had that well scouted. Able to take a stand there. Good chance for Williams to gain his wits about him. He beats the count. He's definitely taking advantage here. Things are quickly coming together for him. Waiting for their fallen. That's got it. Showing he's not out of it. This could be the moment he was waiting for. Agility like that, even second dodge. And he's directed into the corner. Looking for some sort of respite, unable to get out of the ring. He doesn't want to be hung up in the bottom rope like that. He gets the table. Spinning kick to the gut. Treat these superstars with dominating. Series. And as for Mutiny, well, CM Punk has got to be wondering if sending these four in was a good idea.
Here we are. The future of WWE rests entirely on our shoulders.
No pressure, though.
I'm telling you, after that leaked audio, Mutiny must be at each other's throats. They can't be on the same page walking into tonight.
Now we just have to keep them off balance.
You have something in mind?
We do have a very powerful shield we could use. Sheamus and LA Knight are ready to answer the...
I think this is a genius idea.
The time for talk is...
Better yet,
Speaking of their shenanigans, I've heard from Dakota Kai. Damage Control definitely has something in the works for the EO match, but she's not sure what.
I'll watch your six. We can't trust anyone.
So long as we have this kind of faith in each other, I know I'm going to walk out of Survivor Series on the...
It's the first line of defense for Team WWE. The most important Survivor Series in WWE history is underway, and Sky looks ready.
Io is ready, but the women fighting for WWE earned her spot by taking the fight to Mutiny, and that's not going to change tonight.
You're right, Saxton. If WWE starts best of 3 series with a loss, we might never repeat. Oh, an elbow to the knee. Oh, hyperextend your leg. Well, it's tied up now.
Maneuvering and into control of the situation. Laser focused on the arm now.
Getting the upper hand by taking away your opponents.
Where's that block?
Becky Lynch looking to embarrass her opponent.
Big form. She's put in the corner. Becky Lynch with a great shot.
Getting out of harm's way.
Incredible pressure being put on Sky. Shades of Eddie Guerrero. Io's got backup.
But Team WWE was ready. Wait a second. Asuka with the frozen mist. Where'd she come from?
Io with a moonsault from nowhere.
The genius of the sky had a genius plan.
Ring the bell. Mutiny has drawn first blood here at Survivor Series, and WWE is on its heels, down 1-0.
You have to wonder if we're even going to see a Unity title match tonight in that third and final contest. Kevin Owens could make this a series sweep of Team WWE.
This night could go from bad to worse.
How's she doing after that missed attack from Asuka?
They're flushing her eyes out in the trainer's room. I think she's angry.
It's our own damn fault. How didn't we see Asuka coming?
Overconfidence. We were looking one way.
They've used crooked rep.
You two head to Gorilla and make
What are you going to do?
collect our mad-as-hell partner from the trainer's room.
That sounds like a plan.
When we were training,
As a matter of fact,
let's go tie the...
The man is walking into a must-win situation.
If this man loses to Kevin Owens, Survivor Series is over, and the entire future of WWE will rest in the hands of CM Punk and his goons.
That's not going to happen, Byron. Nobody on Team WWE is going to let Mutiny flush over 60 years of history down the drain.
I don't know.
Too early in the match to end it. Pop up here. Slam. What a move. He catches Knight with a counter. These two show how well they know each other.
It's like they're in each other's minds.
Did you hear that impact? Flying to the breadbasket.
Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are at an impasse.
Looking to completely help us here.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that.
Cheap shot right above the eye.
That is a power-packed punch.
And this one's taken to the outside. Ooh, great anticipation. He has to be a real help here.
you know this one is still up in the air.
He doesn't have much time to get back in the ring.
He gets back in right before the count. These two are looking.
Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. The fight's just begun. That is absolutely draining, but both refusing to give up.
As Austin said in, and not the way that Rock and Flair is just getting down aggressive.
Knight has his opponent figured out. This time kick hits the mark.
Goodness, did you hear that shot?
Each shot landing with a little bit more weight. It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. Two fighters putting their haymakers on autopilot right now.
The sheer force of these two. As Austin said in, and neither one of them is letting up. Quick shot.
Arrested behind that kick out.
And he's going to the top. The blood and sweat put into this match, well worth it.
Here is your winner, LA Knight.
We're back in it, Corey. What a clutch win for Team WWE.
We're right back in this thing.
Kevin Owens got taken apart out there.
It helped that it was finally a fair fight. Did you have to stop Mutiny from interfering?
Nope. I was in Gorilla the whole time and they never showed. You?
Your partner and I split up to cover the crowd and nobody came my way. Maybe they shot their shot with Asuka and Damage Control.
It's possible, but I'd bet Punk and Bailey have another trick or two up their sleeves.
That's what we're expecting. My partner and I have been through just about everything together. We've seen it all. And we're ready for whatever they throw at us.
Where is your partner?
I don't know. You haven't seen her since the last match?
No. Maybe that's why Mutiny never interfered. They were busy attacking her.
I'm going to find her.
You don't have time. You have to get to Gorilla for your match. This is our last chance to stop Mutiny.
We'll find her.
WWE's future rests on this. There you see what's at stake.
I don't know if this guy's being brave or stupid. Taking on CM Punk and Bailey in a handicap match is a one-way ticket to a beating.
What choice do you have, forfeit? The entire future of the WWE is at stake, and his partner is missing in action. Here it comes. Double right hand. Shake, rattle, and roll. Ooh.
Rolling thunder into the face breaker.
CM Punk sensed what was coming. How salty is that? That was one way for the champion to send a message. Will there be a response in kind?
I don't know if Punk can withstand much more of this.
It's got to be hard to be CM Punk right now.
Suplex brings him down.
The champion on the receiving end of some serious offense.
Handicap matches are all about strategy, and right now, her strategy simply isn't the effective one. But that can always change.
Crucial turnaround there because he was falling behind.
That might have been the decisive moment he was looking for in this.
Punk never saw that coming.
He got a little too confident with that one.
And his onslaught continues.
He looks incessant.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
Took the opening to kick them right in the face.
One count met by another.
And stayed one step ahead.
Distressing spot.
Punk needs to be resourceful. Find a moment to strike. Springboard into the lariat. Tremendous athleticism.
Punk is shaky. The end of the track for him could be near. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Something we all know can be a devastating weapon. CM Punk needs to bring the match back to his pace. He's managing to find some of that needed breathing room. Maybe Punk's found new sorts of aggression to head back with. We should really watch out. This could spill over here in an instant.
Championship drink.
Since it's no disqualification.
Is that what I think it is?
We thought Mutiny had taken out half of our team.
They may have taken a shot, but this leader of Team WWE isn't going down that easily.
Bayley and Punk don't look so confident all of a sudden.
What they look is scared, Saxton. They see Mutiny crumbling before their very eyes.
Team WWE has Mutiny on the ropes. What's happening?
two have so much history.
That's what Punk excels at, Saxton. Divisiveness.
You should have seen this coming!
You should have seen this coming.
Maybe we all should have.
Come on, you made your point.
It's what Mutiny's done for months, beating WWE in the most humiliating way possible.
This is tough to watch. No, don't count it. Come on.
The referee doesn't have a choice.
It's over.
Mutiny has prevailed, and WWE will never be the same.
Is it even WWE anymore? I never thought I'd see this day come.
Is there anyone who somehow can reclaim the legacy of this company?
I think it might be too late.
I have nothing left to say here. This is disgusting.
So, this is it. NXT Mutiny. I know you've been anxious to see behind the scenes.
I wanted to make sure everything you told me was true.
Make sure? You're not doubting your decision, are you?
No, I'm not doubting my decision. I think we can do something really special here.
Exactly. And it's just like I was telling you, if we expand Mutiny and make it even stronger, we can reshape this company into what the industry deserves. With your former partner out of the way and fired from WWE, this is our chance.
The idea of expansion is what got me on board. And being an actual leader, not just a follower called in to do someone else's bidding. I always felt like he was treating me that way, regardless of the fact we were supposed to be equal partners. Even back when we were...
Well, none of that is gonna happen.
Speaking of calling the shot...
I like this.
Let me loop you in on.
You're just excited to...
Well, I'm certainly not unexcited by it, Bailey. Just like you're excited to actually be on the posters this year.
My face right in the center, baby. Make 'em look at me.
You take the night 1 poster. I'll take night 2.
Not sure where that leaves me, but we'll worry about that later. First...
Looking forward to it. Everybody in the WWE universe, or should I say, Mutiny universe, is asking why I did what I did at Survivor Series. So I'm here to tell you why I made the choice to stand with the rebellion, so there can be no mistake about my intentions. I've been planning this from the beginning. Ever since I made my debut in WWE. Hell, sometimes my act was so good, I even had myself fooled. When someone only reaches out when they need help, they are using you, like my partner was using me. I was always the better athlete when we were training. He just got a few lucky breaks that got him to the show. I needed to remind him of that, and I was just waiting for the right moment. Luckily, when he asked me to help him stop Mutiny, he gave me just what I was looking for. I remember the first time I heard Mutiny's mission. I drank it up. It made so much sense to me. It represented everything I've ever wanted. A chance to elevate the worthy. I waited for the perfect moment, and finally approached Punk before Survivor Series. I made my choice, because I saw what the future of WWE really is. Survival of the fittest. And the fittest have proven who they are. I know everyone thinks I'm just someone who makes brash decisions, that maybe I don't put much thought into the doors or people that I kick down. But it was time to step up and take matters into my own hands. That's the kind of attitude you'll be seeing from me now. I'm excited to show you.
The following contest
desire and resolve.
It's telling that the first thing this woman did after betraying WWE at Survivor Series is book herself into an NXT title match.
Telling, but not surprising. Mutiny was never about changing WWE for the better. It was about a bunch of entitled egomaniacs taking everyone's opportunities for themselves.
Well, what you say, Corey? You know who is listening.
Directly on the knee, right on top. That's what you got to do to get to the champ.
She should be fine. German suplex. No doubt Io is having trouble here.
Io has to start volleying back somehow.
Oh, what a flip. Nice body control. Not so fast. Grease. Could be trouble for the champion if they want to leave here with the title. And Io gets pounced on. Fighting out of danger there. Stops the kick. Suplex.
Io in a daze. Could be over soon. Io able to fend her off.
Second one didn't. Effective. What a clothesline. Ouch.
She is trying to shake the cobwebs, but she can barely stand.
Big clothesline. Ow. Jeez. Flurry of brutality. He climbed to the top. From the top. Piercing elbow. Just a blitz of offense on the air here. Launching.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
As the grip locked in, all the going for the win, not letting up.
Emphatic kick out from the champion.
This is leaders basically gave themselves a title.
I can't wait for my contract to expire. This is painful.
It's the duel we've been waiting for. They're back.
And the champion has no idea.
Back for Survivor Series. This is my
They're
arena.
getting out of Dodge before Mutiny shows up.
Maybe there's hope after all.
We thought WWE was dead and gone after Survivor Series, but it seems like there's still a pulse.
I hope you're right, Cole, but I fear that retaliation the new champion is capable of.
My ex-partner already had their chance to talk to the Mutiny Universe. Now, it's my turn. I talk, you listen. Because the only thing you made clear was how much of a coward you are. You were planning this from the beginning? You've never planned a single thing in your life. Always a follower, never a leader. Even now, just latching onto someone else's corrupt crusade. You say you drank up Mutiny's mission. And maybe that's true. But I see Mutiny's mission for what it really is. A selfish attempt to put yourself first and steal what you can't earn. I should have never pulled you in from the Indies. You don't deserve WWE. That's why I'm going to make sure I save it from you.
Your old buddy taking you out on the very first episode of Raw Mutiny? Not the best look.
Really? You had to be expecting some sort of retaliation after Survivor Series.
Yes, but you put an even bigger target on your back by going after the NXT Women's Championship right away.
You said you were on board with me calling my shot, remember? Besides, who would be a better champion anyway? Got someone else in mind?
It's not about who I have in mind. It's about who's the best in the ring. Mutiny doesn't anoint champions, just like we don't crown first draft picks or make anyone grab a dumb brass ring. Not with me in charge.
Then why did you put yourself in the main event of WrestleMania? Maybe a bit hypocritical? Besides, we're in charge. We need to think bigger. If you really believe in breaking down the establishment, we need to do what I said. It's time to take out Triple H.
We can't do that.
Why not?
It's not a smart move.
Do I have a voice here or not, punk?
You do have a voice, but you don't have the full picture. Triple H has been working with us from the beginning.
What?
Listen, I trust you. That's why I'm telling you this. Bayley and KO don't even know.
When did this start?
When I came back to WWE, my conversation with Hunter back then, it wasn't about mending fences. It was about breaking down walls. Triple H has been wanting to shake things up for a while now. Sometimes, it just takes some time to put a plan into motion. And what better way to leverage the brand he helped build?
So everyone who was accusing Triple H of working with Mutiny was right all along?
Yes, but they don't need to know that. Nobody does. It's better with Hunter as our silent partner. He can do more that way. So that's how it needs to stay. Listen, I know this is a lot, but we need to focus on taking care of your former partner. We should team up to get rid of him once and for all. Bayley's been itching to get back into action. I think she should be a part of this. I'll announce it on social media.
You know what? Not Bayley. KO.
Really? Your call. Despite everything that happened after, you becoming our new champion was a great night for Mutiny.
You're damn right it was. And we're just...
Well, if it isn't our new champion, congratulations. And what a rude clapback after the fact. Your old partner's clearly jealous.
Thanks.
You seem distracted. Championship pressure.
I just got some interesting news.
Shoot!
Do you ever miss being in charge? Must get tiring.
Hey, I'm no sheep. I have as much say around here as you do.
Which is not very much. It's clear that Punk is pulling the strings to get himself ahead. I don't blame him. I just kind of wish I thought of it first.
I see what you're doing.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm in the same boat as you and just asking questions.
If I get to dominate the women's division and crush dummies along the way, then who cares?
Interesting. Well, turns out I have a chance for you to crush some dummies. We're teaming up to take down my former partner, and I asked Punk to put you in the match.
Looking forward to it.
The WWE Universe has some hope thanks to these three superstars.
And Wolf, Brandon Moore, Seth Rollins, and Becky.
Punk, Owens, and their star attraction are finally going to get a taste of their
With the sheer dominance we've seen from Mutiny since Survivor Series seems impossible. Don't give up hope for it.
not where you... From the top.
Lights.
Punk, Owens, and their star attraction are finally going to get a taste of their own medicine here. Too soon.
Something big here. The 1-2 punch and thrust. Took a real beating. Punk, Owens, and their star attraction are finally going to get a taste of their own medicine here. I hope you're right, Seth. The sheer dominance we've seen from Mutiny since Survivor Series seems impossible to overcome. Don't give up hope. One man brought the new NXT Women's Champion in the WWE, and I believe he can take it. Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. Next to stop the finish. Quick takedown. And La Cabeza. What a kick.
competition are finally going to get a taste of their own medicine here.
I hope you're right, Saxton. The dominance we've seen from Mutiny since July makes it happen.
Precarious position for both superstars. Oh, gosh. Climbing up the corner. Taking flat. Completely missed the mark.
A terribly risky move, and it did not pay off. Punk, Owens, and their star attraction are finally going to get a taste of their own medicine here.
Well, I hope you're right, Sack. But the as we've seen from Mutiny since Survivor Series seems impossible to overcome. Don't give up hope for it.
Who can take her straight brutality.
But it can also be meant to antagonize. Could be a method of luring your opponent into a mistake. I've seen some like that before.
Another well-deserved victory. Kind of annoyed I wasn't in the match, though.
I don't blame you. Punk was insistent that it be KO instead of you. You know you were my choice. I pushed back, but Punk finally told me that Triple H was the one who wanted KO in the match.
Triple H? Why would he care? And why would Punk listen to him?
Wait, you don't know?
What are you talking about?
Okay, I have something to tell you. Punk confessed the truth to me. He's been working for Hunter the whole time.
What? Was this whole thing some sort of game for them? Why didn't they tell me?
I don't know. When I joined...
Punk and Triple H.
Yeah.
But he should be gone. You just beat them.
I know. But we're powerless.
Unless...
Unless what?
I'm thinking I should talk to KO. Maybe it's time we take matters into our own hands.
It was.
Thank you.
Of course.
I got you.
For this woman, things like loyalty and honor are foreign concepts.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making her way to the ring from New York, the NXT Women's Champion, Hannah!
If there were a photo next to the definition of selfish in the dictionary, we'd be looking at the model.
That traitor is everything wrong with...
This is a man with nothing left to lose.
And her opponent from Virginia, weighing in at 285 pounds, Wolf Brandon Moore.
This might be the last superstar standing between mutiny and complete domination.
Good. Who knows an opponent better than a former partner? And this time it's one-on-one, with no outside involvement from mutiny. These two are about to enter another level of hell.
Brought that woman into WWE is going to be the one to send her to where she's going. Looking for some hero to come out of a wet horse and save the day, Sam. But the last few months have taught me anything. It's the clientele surrounding the children. He's all over. Each of these lethal moves is going to be taking a toll.
You better have an aptitude for pain because it just keeps coming.
Now she's unleashing everything she has.
She's throwing down hard and thriving.
The question. Things have just gotten nuclear.
effective at slowing down his opponent. Oh, he slips out of Punk's way. Spinning heel kick. Step ahead there. And he isn't looking harmless anymore. This might be the moment he was waiting for. His comeback could start here.
Submission attempt do any more damage here.
She's trying to get her bearings back now. Cashing in on that one. I didn't think we'd see a kick out there.
From the top of WWE to exile.
And here comes the Mutiny Blast to revel in their triumph.
Real tough after what that competitor just went through.
And here we go with the gloating. Typical Mutiny.
For better or worse, these are now the individuals who control what's left of WWE. Right there.
But Mutiny's new leader doesn't give a damn.
This Hell in a Cell match may be over, but CM Punk is entering his own personal hell.
And there's no way out.
For Punk or any of us.
Remember what I said a few weeks ago about survival of the fittest? CM Punk was not fit to lead this mutiny. Punk, you were keeping one too many secrets. You don't keep secrets from your allies. And you just learned that lesson the hard way. You were right that it was time for a mutiny in WWE. But you were never the one to lead it. You lacked the vision and conviction to go far enough. All you really cared about was getting your WrestleMania main event. So simple-minded and small. Out with the old, CM Punk. You won't be in the main event. You won't be on the card. Matter of fact, you won't be on any card in any promotion once I'm done with you. I've taken control. So stay tuned. Watching you hit Punk with his own moves felt so good. Therapeutic, almost.
It was even better doing it. And now we're ready to finally make this our own.
You were right. Punk was.
After I beat Punk, the rest of them will come along. If not, they're gone.
Like you said, non-compliance will not be tolerated.
I need you two to have my back out there.
Understood.
And you won't forget your...
I'm honest about what I want. Power, championship.
Now that's refreshing.
Watching you hit Punk with his own...
It was even
You were right.
After I
like
beat
you said.
I need you
Understood.
And you won't forget.
I'm honest.
Now that's
After betraying the entire WWE Universe, Cena is facing his own mutiny. I didn't think there was any way ever he could come again, but the alternative is so much worse. Punk's going to need any support he can get as he looks straight down the jaws of a lion he created. Into a counter. On jelly legs, about to stumble head first into danger. Check out the springboard. Oh, missed connection. Unloading a big kick to the back. She counters it. With a lariat. Nice job dodging contact there. What for? Ooh, merciless looking beat. And Punk gets battered as his opponent goes to work. Yeah, but he's not in the danger zone yet. Over the top rope. Clutch shot of the lariat. Right sometime. Jeez! Barrage of lethal shots! Barely escaping there. Some agility gets around dodge.
Sometimes you just gotta show off and show it.
Punk was doing everything that needed to be done there. And now gets tossed into the ring. Elbow drop. Piercing. Looking to go up high. On the top. This is not where she wants to be. She has to fight out of this. Will she tap? Can she hold on? Trying to break the hold and is able to do a critical escape there. Slowly rising, looking like a very easy target here. Big clothesline. This superstar looking to flex there. Choke slam. 1, 2, he kicks out. So close. That could have been it. Pops up there. Never underestimate the result. Pops up there. And Mutiny has a new and even more treacherous leader. I'm not sure how long he's going to be at WWE if this continues. I agree. We are in trouble here.
Get some!
Thank you. Paul Triple H Levesque is here to put a stop to this. Look at the fear in the Mutiny leader's eyes. I don't think they're scared one bit, Saxton. They're attacking Triple H. We saw the mock fear on their leader's face. This was a trap from the beginning.
This is Myrise!
Wait a second. Look who it is. He's here. The Rock is here. Finally. I never thought I'd see the day the Great One backed up Triple H, but here we are, and I'm so grateful. Mutiny is going to regret activating the final boss. It looks like they already do.
There have been rumors for quite some time about my alleged involvement in Mutiny. Today I would like to put those rumors to rest, because they are true. I did work with CM Punk in Mutiny because I saw the need for change in WWE. I thought NXT, the brand I started, was the perfect place to launch this movement. Unfortunately, I now know this was a mistake. Punk unleashed a monster. I can't change the decisions that I made in the past, but I know what needs to happen now. Any group that renames our shows, rebrands WrestleMania, and puts the pursuit of power ahead of what is best for business is not the future of WWE. So, to the new leader of Mutiny, I've already hung up my boots. So I'm not gonna step in that ring and beat the hell out of you myself, which is bad news for you. See, every game has its final boss. So at the first and last Mutiny Mania, you are going one-on-one with the Great One. And The Rock is going to lay the smackdown on you. Not the Mutiny smackdown, the WWE smackdown. Because we are taking back what's ours. There's only one question left for me to ask. Are you ready?
Wow. Triple H. Look who decided to step out of the shadows. I thought I was going to get to expose you, but I guess you wanted to control your narrative, you sopping sack of has-been! And to bring you and The Rock together? They say time heals all wounds, but I think it was me and Mutiny. So sweet the two of you patched up your differences so that he can try to do what you can't in the ring. Honestly, it saves me time. Because I'm not stopping with you. I'm going to take down The Rock, then the board, then everything and everyone associated with what used to be WWE. Until I've dismantled it piece by piece. You may have lost perspective looking down from your gilded tower. But the only difference between us is that I don't pretend to care about everyone else. You hid your ambition under doing what's best for business. I don't hide my corruption or lie about what I'm truly after. Power. You want your little movie star to destroy me? Fine. Send your final minion to Mutiny's biggest night of the year. I'll fight the... Those Unity Championships look good. I told you I'd take care of you. You collected all the old WWE titles too, right?
We did. Managed to round up the whole pile of them.
Perfect. They'll melt down nicely for scrap.
Absolutely. Everything at Mutiny Mania is going better than we could have imagined.
The Mutiny universe is loving it.
Good. You haven't heard any chatter from CM Punk, have you? I can deal with The Rock and Triple H, but I have no idea who this other surprise is.
It doesn't matter who it is. You're ready for anyone.
This...
You're damn right.
Hi, remember me? Troy Simkin?
Unfortunately.
Any chance Mutiny would hire me?
You don't have the stomach, Simkin.
Oh, you'd be surprised at my...
All right, Troy.
Fantastic.
Maybe.
There's only one roadblock standing between this woman and complete domination.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from New York, the NXT Women's Champion,
There's no question about the symbolism of this woman destroying that throne.
Mind game, Saxton. But I don't think they're going to work on the final boss. Let's go! Such an attempt.
their way back to haunt her.
This must be The Rock's special guest that he teased. The final boss is pulling out all the stops.
He gets sent straight down to the floor.
Look out! What a cross body! Risking it all and able to connect.
Oh, and that's what you get for disrespecting your opponent.
That's enough for the power slam. DDT.
If you got your own shoes tied, top boys, we might need to bolt out of here.
That's right, Corey. That was a shining wizard.
You want to control the tempo, you want to dictate the pace. That right there is how you do it.
And now throwing back into the ring. Discouraging situation for this champion.
The Mariners are hoping the Rock can come back clear. Rock finally finding a way to slow his opponent's assault down.
But Rock has to keep the pedal at full throttle while he has the opening.
And she's making her way to the top rope here.
We'll see if this is the start of a rally. Oh, man. Get out of the way, but can he capitalize? Look at this, just unloading.
Nasty stop to finish it off. Cinching in a waistlock, but right hands from the opposition. Clothesline with their head. Flying. Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
And all that's left is one thing, one finishing touch. This superstar looking to flex their a long 2.5 in the waiting moments of this match. Pops up there. Picture perfect example of when you just want to put somebody down.
What? Guys, I thought The Rock was about to be beat.
Sometimes when you unleash your best.
Pops up there. Just got checked in.
Is the final boss really defeated?
But surely Triple H must have a plan.
Triple H isn't coming to save The Rock, Byron. No one's coming to save him. Or us.
It's really over then. Mutiny Mania has decided the future and WWE.
It's all mutiny, Saxton. Now we better pay some respect to our new overlord if we want our checks to clear.
Look who it is. Our impressive and intelligent leader. Where do I pick up my mutiny membership card? Does it get me any discounts?
Stop sucking up.
Good. I was afraid I wasn't being obvious enough. You're a scary individual.
Then maybe you should have joined our side sooner.
I thought about it, but to be honest, I wasn't sure how this whole mutiny thing was going to turn out.
You doubted me?
No, but if you and your former partner made different choices, the story would have ended differently. Maybe you could have ended up being the one who was underhandedly betrayed and pushed aside.
I don't know about that.
It's true. Choice is a powerful thing. Your personality, who you align with, and the other choices you make can affect a lot. Even the division you choose to start in. Did you know I was in the Women's Royal Rumble once? A whole different world. If you had the chance to go back, maybe you could follow an entirely different path and lead the revolution against mutiny. I can foresee a reality like that. I can even fight.
I understand what you're saying, Truth.
So what do you want to do? Chill here? Do some live event matches? Scare the socks off everyone until you're sitting alone on a throne of socks? Or jump back in and see where some new choices lead? I bet there's an alternative universe where the WWE draft is about to start.
I'm not done beating down the small people here yet. Maybe in a bit.
You again?
Actually, I did.
Great! Safe trip.
It's not often that the Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, is here on Raw. He must have some major news to share.
Let's hear what the game has to say.
As you all know, we've been building a new era in WWE, a direction that's bolder than anything you've ever seen before. But to forge this path, we need talent who can rise to the occasion. Whether that's someone who's already here, or an outsider ready to step in and lead the charge. Who is gonna be the superstar to lead us to that next level? Well, we're gonna answer that question starting next Monday on Raw with the WWE Draft.
The WWE Draft kicks off next Monday. That's huge news.
Raw and SmackDown GMs Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis have decisions to make that will shape the future of WWE. Now, I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but as a Chief Content Officer, I'm gonna drop a couple of hints about who I think will be selected #1 overall and become the leader of this new era. This individual is going to be a force in the men's division for years to come. I've seen his potential for greatness already as a decorated champion from MMA. That's right. I think you might know who I'm talking about. They could be the next big crossover star from the cage to the squared circle to lead the new era of WWE. It all starts at the draft when we take the next step in WWE's revolution.
The CCO just alluded to the fact that we might have an MMA champion going #1 overall.
I can't wait for draft night.
Hello there. So nice to finally meet you. I'm Troy Simpkin, seasoned and esteemed WWE producer.
Hey, Troy. Nice to meet you too.
We are so excited for your arrival at WWE. There's been so many successful crossover stars between MMA and sports entertainment, and we think you could be bigger than all of them.
Thanks. I think so too. So, what's the plan?
We want to get you acclimated to a WWE ring before the draft. So you're gonna head down to the Performance Center. We've even lined up some training partners with MMA experience to make you feel comfortable. Who do you prefer?
Give me the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
Excellent. Just be sure to lay low down there. We want your debut at the draft to be a hit.
I'll do my best.
Oh, one more thing. Make sure you look good on draft night.
What are you getting at?
It's a new era.
So...
All right.
Hey, I've seen all your fights. Big fan. Hear you might be joining us in WWE soon.
Thanks. And I'm a fan too. Nice to meet you, Jimmy.
I know you got the fight game on lock, but WWE is different. You never know who you can trust or what's coming next.
That sounds a lot like MMA. I think I'll fit in okay.
So you are?
I didn't say that.
I feel you. Well, maybe I'll see you soon.
What a